Hi there friends, if you're new to my channel, my name's Nicole and I'm here today to share my November favorites with you. I cannot believe how fast November went. I know, I feel like I say that every month, but really November flew by and I can't believe it's basically Christmas time now. This is, I will admit, a little bit of a weird favorites video because I only have like one product to share with you. I have several items of clothing, a book, an album, a musical, a movie, and then like one item, and it's not even beauty, it's like skincare. But basically, if you want to look at my October favorites video, which I can link down below, I'm still loving all the items that I talked about in that, and I don't really have anything new beauty-wise. So let's go ahead and just get into what I do have to show you. The first thing and the only like drugstore, beauty skincare item is this Nivea body lotion. It's rich, nourishing, 48-hour intensive moisture care. And I really love this. It really does seem to help. It's for dry to very dry skin. I have really dry skin, not on my face, obviously. I have like combination skin on my face, but I have dry skin and eczema. So in the winter, if I don't stay very lotioned up, I tend to, my hands will crack and bleed if I've been in the cold a lot, which is kind of gross. So sorry. But this stops it. Like if I put this on like every night and every morning, then it really seems to be helping. It's also, I can't remember how much it costs, but it's very inexpensive and a really good quality lotion. And also it smells like really good. Yeah, I really love that. It's really nice. So I highly recommend this. So I have 4 items of clothing to share with you. The first is this sweatshirt, which if you can see is the Ravenclaw Harry Potter sweatshirt. Now I got this at Universal Studios over the summer. I believe you can buy it in the Universal Studios, but also I think you can get it at the Harry Potter studio, but it's kind of the classic house sweatshirt that a lot of people have it. Like I know Ingrid Nilsson has it as well, but it is so cozy. I got mine like a size up from what I really probably would be because I wanted it to be super cozy and snuggly and oversized, and I've been wearing it pretty constantly. Also, while I think about it, sorry if the lighting is crazy on this. I just tried to change it a little bit and I don't know if I helped at all, but if my background is like really bright, I'm really sorry, but working with what I have right now. The next item of clothing, I guess isn't really clothing, but it is a dressing gown from Primark, which I got back in September whenever I moved here, but it's kind of just gotten really properly cold enough to wear it. So now I wear it all the time. Like I'd say about half the time I'm actually in my room, I have it on. But it's just this beautiful pink color. This is my favorite color, and it's so soft and snuggly, and it has just a tie at the waist and then these giant pockets, which are really nice. It is a medium, and like I said, it's from Primark. I can't remember how much it cost, but I'm sure it wasn't expensive, and I highly recommend it. It's really nice. The next item is really difficult to show you, but I'm going to do my best, and I am planning on doing a blog post photo shoot wearing this soon, but it is a winter coat from New Look. It was £29.99, so super affordable for what it is. It's so warm. It's this beautiful camel color, but they have it, I think, in 4 different colors. And it's got this fake fur lining on the top, and then it just kind of hangs down, and it has these giant pockets, which are so useful, and then just a like popper snap here, and it's so cozy. It looks so nice and professional and smart, and I really like wearing it over kind of like dressy outfits, or also over like I wear it to my internship interviews because I think it looks quite nice, but it's not so fancy that you feel like you can't wear it on an everyday basis, because I've done that too. The last clothing item is a pair of pants, or trousers as the British would say, from Topshop. They are these beautiful, sorry, I probably should have done this up yet, but it's like a 5-button front detail. I guess you would call this a plaid pant. They're very high-waisted, which I love, so you really would have to tuck a shirt into it. And then at the bottom they are cuffed, and I just feel like Diane Keaton or like Meg Ryan in like the early part of When Harry Met Sally whenever I wear them. I wore them to both of my internship interviews, and I felt like a career woman. These are kind of my career woman trousers, I guess. But I think they look really nice with like a black or a gray shirt or sweater tucked in. And I know that whenever I start my internship in January, I'm going to get so much use out of them. But I also think that they look really cool worn more casually with like a graphic t-shirt tucked in. So I think they were about 40 pounds. I'll try and link them below like I will with everything else as well, but I highly recommend them, and I'm really in love with them. Moving on to some like media items, I guess I would call them. The first thing I have to talk about is Reputation by Taylor Swift, which came out at the kind of beginning of November. I am obsessed with it, as I always am with the Taylor Swift album. I was kind of worried, based on the singles that she released at first, that I wasn't going to like this one this much, but I love it. I'm obsessed with it. My favorites, I guess, are definitely I Did Something Bad. I really like Don't Blame Me too. Let's see. I really like Gorgeous, and I love Getaway Car. I love King of My Heart. I know I've just named like half of the album, but that's how I am about all Taylor Swift albums. So I guess if I have to pick one favorite, it would be I Did Something Bad. If you are a fan of this album and Taylor, let me know what your favorite song is from it in the comments down below, because I love talking to people about it. The next thing I want to talk about is the Murder on the Orient Express film, directed by Kenneth Branagh, starring Kenneth Branagh, Daisy Ridley, Leslie Odom Jr., Judi Dench, everyone good in the film industry basically. And I loved it so much. I actually read the book Murder on the Orient Express back in September, so I was a little bit nervous about seeing the movie adaptation of it, but also I trust Kenneth Branagh as a director completely, and I really love the film. Obviously, the movie is a bit different from the book, but I think that all the choices that they made make sense and just make it more dramatic for something to be on the screen. I definitely plan on buying the DVD whenever it comes out, because I think it'll be a movie that I will watch time and time again, though if it is still in cinemas where you live, I would highly recommend going to see it in the cinema, because I think it is something that will really benefit from being seen on the big screen, because cinematography in it is just absolutely stunning. The last two things that I have to talk to you about, I actually made a whole video on, which I will link below, which is The Woman in White, both the novel and the musical. So I'll talk about the novel first. The Woman in White is a Victorian kind of sensation novel by Wilkie Collins that I picked up because I knew that the musical was coming out, or that a revival was happening, and because I just started working as a volunteer at the Charles Dickens Museum, and Charles Dickens and Wilkie Collins were friends, so I thought it might be fun to read, and this is definitely in my top 10 books of all time now. Walter Hartwright, the main character, is my favorite, hero of any book ever. I prefer him to all of Jane Austen's men. I think he's amazing. I think the female characters in this book are so fascinating and complex. I think that the story just has you on the edge of your seat. I read this, it's like 700 some pages, and I read it in about 2 weeks, which for someone who has to do so much reading for school is really impressive, actually, I think. That shows how much I would stay up late reading it. But I really can't recommend it enough. If you like crime novels or sensational kind of thriller novels, if you like classic literature, I think you would really love this book. I'm recommending it to everyone. It's a very modern read because it's written in the first person with changing narrators, but I just can't say enough good things about this novel. Now, the other thing I have to talk about is The Woman in White musical, which just opened on November 20th at Charing Cross Theatres here in London. It is kind of a pared down revival of the original production. They've done a little bit of editing of the music, I believe, and I think it's just absolutely stunning. I definitely prefer this version of it to have been listening to the original cast album, and I think that this new version is much better. I absolutely love the cast. It has the lovely Carolyn Maitland as Marian Halcombe, who is an amazing character. It has Ashley Stillburn as Walter Hartwright, and I've never seen better casting than that. Has the amazing Anna O'Byrne as Laura Fairley, and also Chris Peluso as Sir Percival Glyde, along with the rest of the cast, who are all incredibly amazing as well. So I highly recommend, if you can get to see it while it's in London. It's only here for a 12-week engagement, so definitely hurry and get your tickets and get here if you can. I'm going to see it again on Monday, and then I will probably be seeing it at least once or twice more with other friends, because I've had several people ask if I'd like to see it with them, and it's the kind of thing that, because it's limited engagement, I'm definitely going to prioritize seeing several times, because it may be, this feels a little bit like blasphemy to say, but I think it's actually my favorite Andrew Lloyd Webber musical now. I think it has actually beat out Phantom and Love Never Dies and Evita and all of his amazing works to be my number one. So I highly recommend it, especially if you like Andrew Lloyd Webber's work. If you're not a fan of his music, honestly, you won't like this musical, because it kind of seems to me to be the epitome of his style, in terms of really sweeping melodies, repeating music, and musical motifs, I think is what you call it, themes. But yeah, I love it so much. I can't wait to see it again on Monday. And for the record, whenever I say Monday, I'm filming this on the weekend ahead of putting it up, so I will have already seen it, but again, for the second time, by the time you watch this, and I will probably be working on my review for my blog then, so do keep an eye out for that. Alright, like I said, this is kind of a weird month, so that is all the favorites that I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed. I will try and link everything that I can down below. Let me know what you've been liking in the month of November, and let me know what you're excited for in the month of December. December is my favorite month of the year, so I cannot wait. And I will see you guys very soon. I am going to be doing kind of a modified version of Vlogmas, so I won't be vlogging or putting up a vlog every day. I'll be putting up a video of some sort every day, so it will probably end up being about like half vlogs, half sit-down videos that I will be putting up. But basically, you will be getting a video every day of December leading up to Christmas from me. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll be seeing you very soon. Bye! I feel like I destroy my bed whenever I film.